It's been a while since I've been able to say this. The Red Wings are back in the playoffs. This is a playoff video in rebuilding Hockey Town. Holy shit. We're finally back in the postseason. And we have to play the division-winning Montreal Canadiens in the first round. But hey, we're in the playoffs, right? We're in the playoffs. I'm so desperate to get past the first round. And I feel like our new lineup reflects that. And I'll give you a minute to just kind of look it over before we break it down. Because there are going to be some people saying, what the hell are you doing? Are you insane? What is this lineup? Just bear with me. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we switch it back. The top line is Hall, Hischier, Tippett, as you would expect. The new second line, I'm giving Giovanni Smith a chance. It's a risk. It's a big-time risk. His shot's ridiculous. The offensive awareness leaves quite a lot to be desired, but I'm giving him a chance. He'll be on the second line with Jonathan Dahlen and Taylor Radish. The third line is Svechnikov, Larkin, who's been switched back to a playmaker, and Nick Baptiste, who has been changed to a power forward. The new fourth line, Athanasiou, Turgeon, and Wilson. It's an experimental lineup. Maybe not the best time to do that as we begin a postseason run, but it's worth a shot. The defense remains the same. Of course, the goaltending is the same. Tristan Jarry will be between the pipes. It's risky. It is definitely risky to run with the lineup that we are going to, but it's tough to say if, you know, the ideal lineup, the best lines lineup, for example, would do any better. We had underperforming players all year long, and the difference between us winning and losing the series is going to be if they can get their game under control. As you get a look at the point totals, feel free to pause the video on that, because I'm not going to go over everything. I just wanted to give you a look at their point totals before we take a look at their line combinations, which will be right about now. Let's take a look here. We have a higher rated offense. They have a slightly higher rated defense. And of course, they have the higher rated goaltending. I imagine Carey Price is still there. But let's take a look at these line combinations. Top line, Max Pacioretty, Alex Galchenyuk, and Brendan Gallagher. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to deal with, isn't it? It's gonna be very tough to deal with. The second line, De La Rose, Kyle Turris jumped ship to Montreal, and Nikita Sherbak is the right wing on that line. Again, a very dangerous line offensively. Third line is Paul Byron with Andrew Shaw and Michael McCarron. Holy shit. And the fourth line, Jakob Stukel. Never seen him turn into anything in this series, so that's interesting. A 6th round pick of Vancouver in 2016. 99 acceleration. Good lord. He is with Nick Suzuki and Jeremy Gregor. Or Gregoire? I'm going to say Gregor. I imagine it's the more French pronunciation, though. Regardless, interesting names there on the fourth line. This is going to be tough, man. They have a fast team. They have a physical team. They have really good high-end scoring threats. This is going to be tough, and it doesn't get any better with that top pairing. Mikhail Sergachev and now 35-year-old Shea Weber. He is still has 6 years left on that deal, by the way, at 35 years old, but there he is. The second pairing, Nikita Nesterov with Noah Juleson. Yikes. And the third pairing, Dmitry Orlov with Jeff Petrie. I can see why they won the division. The goaltender is Carey Price, 93 overall. Michael McNiven is the backup. No injuries, but they do have McElrath and Miro Heiskanen as their scratched players. He was the 10th overall pick in the 2017 draft. Of course, in real life, could go as high as 3. Some people are projecting, but he's an 82 overall. He is currently scratched. Oh my god, this series. This series is going to be insane. I don't know if I'm ready to start the sim, but we have to. We have to see if we can get past Montreal in the first round. Can we get our first postseason victory? Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is our first postseason appearance since season 1, where we were just curb stomped by the Islanders. Hoping for a better outcome this time around. It is game 1 at Bell Center. Let's do this first period, and it's Max Pacioretty with the goal from a pretty rough angle. We outshot them, and it didn't matter. It didn't even matter. Shit. Shit. Not a good start, but still early. Second period, scoreless. Damn. All right, let's jump into a third period. Let's go. Let's go. Galchenyuk scored. Not only did he score, he put it on Ian Scott. Put it in on Ian Scott. That's not good. That's not good. What happened to Tristan Jarry? What happened to Jarry? We have been unable to score on Carey Price. Holy hell. All right, well, this is a nightmare, isn't it? This is a nightmare. A 2-0 shutout victory for Montreal in Game 1. A 32-save shutout. Ian Scott, again, Galchenyuk scores on him in the third period to ice that game. That was worst case scenario, wasn't it? That was worst case scenario. Is Jarry hurt long term? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he is. So that's nice, at least, that Tristan Jarry's not hurt. It just sucks that he got hurt for that one game. The second line was just kind of did nothing. It was the fourth line that were out there for one of the goals. We are going to keep... Are we? Are we going to keep the lineup the same? I'm going to put Svechnikov on the second line. And if we lose this game, Larkin will go back up onto the second line. But, oh boy. Oh boy. We need to take one of these games. If we want just even the slightest chance of winning this series, we need to take one of the first two games on the road. We need to win. This might as well be a must-win here in Game 2. Let's do this. Let's do this. First period. And we still haven't scored. Alex Galchenyuk again. 14 shots to 5. My God, Carey Price. You're such a pain in the ass. Holy shit. All right. All right. Second period. Well, we scored, so that's good. Luke Green gets our first goal of this series, but then again, from a terrible angle, Dmitry Orlov scores on Jarry. 25 shots to 14, but we are down 2-1. But we proved to ourselves we can actually score on Carey Price. That's something to build off of here, hopefully. Third period. Oh my God. We need to win. We need to win. Taylor Hall, Owen Tippett, Dylan Larkin even. We need our big-time players to step up here. We are still killing them in shots. We're halfway through the third period. Come on. We need a goal. 5 minutes to go. And there we go. And of all people, of all the players, it's... Ah, you fuck. No, that's not his name. It was Andreas Athanasiou. Fuck. God. Athanasiou scores, and then 1 minute and 3 seconds later, De La Rose gets it right back from fucking center ice. Are you kidding? From behind the blue line. De La Rose scores on Jarry, and we're down 2-0 in this series. All right, that sucks. Do I put Ian Scott in just for that goal? That can't happen, man. We tie the game, and then 1 minute and 3 seconds later, De La Rose gets one from behind the blue line. What happened? I would love if the game could just generate a highlight for that. I would love to know how Jarry let in a goal from there. Oh my God, we finally managed to get goals on Price, and we didn't do anything with it. A 3-point night for De La Rose. Oh boy, this sucks. This sucks. What are we going to do? That is the question. Alright. So Giovanni Smith is still listed as a depth forward. You have Formenton as a third-line guy. You have Cole Lind as a third-line guy. But if you call them up, they are going to drop at least an overall point. So it is better to just leave them down in the AHL. They're about to have a playoff run anyway. Oh my God, what do I want to do here? Top line just hasn't gotten going. So we are going to go back to what got us into the playoffs for the most part. We're going to have Hall, Larkin, Tippett, Hischier, Dahlin, Radish. And actually, I'm very tempted to drop Radish. You know what? Let's drop Radish down to the third line. That's where best lines would put him. We'll have Baptiste on the second line. Defensively, that second and... Well, the second and third pairings are both struggling at the moment. We're just going to have to go with this and hope for the best. Tristan Jarry has an .866 save percentage. Thought he might be the guy for us. He has proven to be very inconsistent. Ian Scott played very well in the latter half of Game 1. I'm going to go with Ian Scott. We're going to give Ian Scott the chance. He's our goalie for the future. Is the future now? Is this the time where he just says, okay, fuck it. I am the starting goaltender for Detroit. This is my spot. Let's go. And I hope that's the case. It is Game 3 on home ice. Here we go. Here we go. Can we get our first win of the series here? First period. Oh my god. I just face-palmed harder than I've ever face-palmed. De La Rose and Noah Juleson. Oh my god. We're down 2-0. We are down 2-0. 2-0 even. Some people apparently have an issue with you saying nothing. It's like, yeah, I know it's not nothing. It's 0, but you get the point. 2-0 on the board. Second period. Dylan Larkin gets a goal. Thank God. We have a chance. Third period. Let's go. Down by a goal. Can we bounce back? Please. Hall, Tippett, you guys were amazing goal scorers for us in the regular season. We needed to step up. We kill off that penalty. 5 minutes to go. Oh my god, Pacioretty. Oh my god. And Petrie with the empty netter. And then Stuchel with 3 seconds left. Just oh my god, it's like the Simpsons joke. Just stop, we're already dead. Come on. Wow, a 5-1 victory for Montreal in Game 3. And we are fucked with a capital PH. Oh my god. Well, this has been worst case scenario. I guess the good thing is we'll be able to follow along with Grand Rapids. I guess that's a positive. Oh my god. Just brutal. Grand Rapids plays Tucson in the first round. Like I said, we'll be able to follow along with that series pretty damn closely, as we look like we are in prime position to get swept. Taylor Hall hasn't done anything. Owen Tippett at least has an assist. Like, Hall, what the hell? You get to the playoffs and you disappear. You are our leading scorer this season. You're getting demoted for Hischier. Jesus. I just don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. Let's drop Baptiste back down. Turgeon's a -2. That fourth line is getting ripped apart. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. What can we do here? Smith can't play center. Svechnikov can't. Can Baptiste? No. Shit. Shit. I'm going to swap Athanasiou and Turgeon. It doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter what I do here. This series is over. This series is over. We're going to go with Tristan Jarry for Game 4. I went from so hopeful to so depressed in just a matter of minutes. It's incredible. It's incredible. Game 4. Game 4. Will it be the last game of our season? I said it would be a failure to miss the playoffs. It might be even worse to have made the playoffs and gotten swept. It might be worse. First period of Game 4 is scoreless. All right. Second period, it's a goal apiece. Taylor Hall reacts to getting demoted, but Nikita Sherbak has tied this game. Third period, let's go. Let's go. Can we keep the season alive, or will it end right here on home ice? Are we a little bit further away from being a force in this league than we thought? We kill off Montreal's power play. Can't do anything with our own. Under 3 minutes to go. The next goal will win, and we're going to have to wait until overtime to find out who it's going to be that scores it. Let's go. Will it end quickly as it likes to? Oh, so often? Not exactly. We're 5 minutes in, and Taylor Hall scored the game winner. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, my God. We won a game. We won a playoff game. Taylor Hall gets the OT winner from a terrible angle. A 2-goal performance for him. Thank you for finally waking up. In fairness, a 27-save performance for Tristan Jarry. And the Red Wings are still in it. How do you like that? Grand Rapids also won their first game against Tucson. A good night for us. April 19th, 2021. A good night for us. We won't make any changes to the lineups. I have a feeling the season's going to end here. We managed to get our 1 win. I think that's all we're going to get, but you never know. Could be proven wrong. Back in Montreal for Game 5. Let's go first period. And it's Taylor Hall again. Taylor Hall, finally. He just needed a little bit of a wake-up call. He gets another goal, and we are up 1-0, 1-0, after the opening 20 minutes. Second period, that's much better. The new second line, Hall and Dolan. Hall and Dolan apparently have this fantastic chemistry, which is lovely. Very, very nice. Actually, wait, did I put Dolan on the top line, or was he on the second line? I don't really care. Dolan, 2 goals in the second period. We are up 3-0. Can you tell I'm surprised? Third period. Let's go. 3-0. 3 goals on Carey Price. Imagine that. Taylor Hall and Jonathan Dolan with 2. Can we hold on? We're halfway through the third. We're looking good. We're looking good. 5 minutes to go. Tristan Jarry. I knew I'd jinx you the second I said your name. I apologize. I don't take anything away from you. You got scored on. That's fine. You still made 28 saves. We've won 2 straight games. First star performance for Dolan with 3 points. 28 saves for Jarry and the 2-point night for Taylor Hall. The Red Wings are still in it. Fortunately, Grand Rapids lost Game 2. The Wings are still in it. We've actually managed to win 2 games. It looked like we were destined to be swept. We actually managed to win 2 games. How do you like that? And yeah, Hall and Dolan are on the second line with Taylor Radish. All right, well, again, we continue to win, so I'm not changing a goddamn thing. We'll be good. We'll be good here. If we can't win with this lineup, we're not going to win in general. It is Game 6 on home ice. Can we pull off a miracle and force Game 7? Let's find out. First period. Another strong start for the Wings. Larkin and Radish. We're up 2-0. 2 goals on 12 shots. And that is a perfect start to this game. A great opening 20 minutes, but we still have a long way to go. Second period. Holy mother. My God. Kyle Turris made it 2-1, but then Dolan, Tippett, and Hall make it a 5-1 game. 5 goals on Carey Price here in Game 6. I don't know what else to say beyond that. Third period, let's go. An early power play goal for the Habs. It's Kyle Turris. Another power play goal for the Habs. It's Sergachev. Another power play goal for the Habs. It's Patrick. What the fuck? What just happened? Who took those penalties? Thank you, Svechnikov. Oh my God. It's 6-4. It's 7-4. Athanasiou gets involved. 11 goals. 12 goals. Nick Suzuki makes it 7-5. Holy crap. Oh my God. What just happened? Turris, Svechnikov. Wow. Sergachev, Svechnikov. Wow. What do you say to that? A 6-goal third period out of nowhere. Who took the pens? A major hooking call. What, did you wrap the blade around his neck like a fucking scythe? What did you do? A major hooking call. Like, did you decapitate him? What happened? Did you rip his arm off? It didn't help. Darnell Nurse took a holding call there, too. Tom Wilson almost cost us that game, frickin' Steve Bernier style. I still don't know. That hasn't set in. We just won Game 6, 7-5, and have forced Game 7 against the Habs. What the hell? Like, seriously, what the hell? That is crazy. That is crazy. And now we go to Game 7. We keep the lineup the same lineup that has won us now 3 consecutive games. Game 7 in Montreal. I'm just in shock. Like, we've won 3 straight games. The last game, the way it happened, and now it's Game 7. Unbelievable. First period in Montreal, and the opening goal from Dylan Larkin. Larkin and Taylor Hall, 2 players who have absolutely stepped up after being demoted. It took Larkin jumping back up to the first line to do it. We were outshot 14-10, but Larkin had the lone goal of the first period. It is 1-0. Second period, can we add to the lead or at least hold on to it? We can't do either. Kyle Turris scores 34 seconds in. We're being outshot 25-17. It is tied at 1 goal apiece in Game 7. Let's go. Let's go. Power play for the Habs is killed off. And we're able to survive that danger time where they might score directly after they kill off a power play of our own. We have a 5-on-3, and we can't do anything with it. Holy hell, 5 minutes to go. Next goal wins this series. Jonathan Dahlen! And then Svechnikov with the empty netter, and then Athanasiou as a big fuck you to the Habs. We just came back from 3-0 down. We're going on to the second round, baby. Oh my God. Jonathan Dahlen, Svechnikov, the empty netter, and then Athanasiou gets the game, just caps it off. We just beat the Habs in 7. The Habs just blew a 3-0 lead. And the Red Wings are moving on. Tristan Jarry with 34 saves. We started this series with some experimental lineup changes, dropping certain players. I don't even know what to say. Tristan Jarry, he loses the starting job to Scott, gets it back, and finishes the series with a .920 save percentage. Offensively, you have Taylor Hall get dropped to the second line. He finishes the series with 7 points. He had no points after, what, the first 4 games? Or the first 3 games? Unbelievable. Jonathan Dahlen, 8 points in that series. Taylor Radish with 4 as well. Unbelievable. Svechnikov, 3 goals for Athanasiou. Tom Wilson, you almost cost us that goddamn series. That fourth line's a mess right now. We just came back from 3-0 down to beat the Habs. Insane. Absolutely insane. And you could argue here, because I saw Grand Rapids, they're going to a decisive 5th game. That could result in certain lineup changes. If their season ends, you could absolutely see someone like Formenton, Yamamoto, Lind, Tufte, Svechnikov. We could see some players get called up. I cannot believe we're going on to the second round. Like I said, making the playoffs and getting swept would have been a failure. As it turns out, we're still very much in this. Unbelievable. Can we get to that? No, we can't. Oh, no, we can. I was going to say, can we get to that final Grand Rapids game before we find out who we're facing? That's not the case. We know that we're going to have to face the Boston Bruins in the next round, but we can sim this decisive Game 5 between Tucson and Grand Rapids to see if our AHL team will also move on. They've blown 2 leads so far in the series, but let's see if they can get it done. First period, they start off with 2 goals, Cole Lind and Andrei Svechnikov. Second period, Tufte adds another. Third period, they almost blew it. Dvorak and Peterson made it 3-2, but then Rasmus Dahlin and Andrei Svechnikov, 2 goals in 10 seconds. It's a 5-2 victory for the Griffins, and they are moving on to the second round as well. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are moving on to the second round to play the Boston Bruins. Insane. And the Islanders, I think, also came back against the Rangers. The Islanders and Maple Leafs over in the West, Edmonton, Colorado, Minnesota, and St. Louis. We are moving on to the second round. I don't know what to do lineup-wise. I will probably just keep it the same, even though that fourth line is struggling a bit. I think we could probably send down Giovanni Smith if we wanted to, but he is progressing. Like I said, if we were to call up Formenton, he'd drop an overall point. Yamamoto, I don't know if I'd want to call up. I mean, I don't even know who I'd want to call up if we ended up calling up somebody. Maybe Riley Tufte, who's up to an 85 overall, apparently, although his defense is a bit rocky. It's tough to say. It is tough to say, but what I can say for sure is, once again, we are moving on to the second round, where we'll play the Boston Bruins. We'll take a look at their lineup in the next episode and see what we're up against. But until that next episode, guys, I will catch you next time. As always, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button to help support me and the channel. Any and all support's greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already to continue following this series and others. And I will see you guys in the second round. The Habs blew a 3-0 lead.